All right, this is my Greenworks 80-volt trimmer, edger, or an edger you want to call trimmer. The way I like to put the battery in is put the battery in the ground and push it in like so. The reason I do that is because I have a bad shoulder. You should always have a strap with these, which I do. Yeah. And there's two speed settings. There's a 1 and a 2. It's right there in the switch right there. We're going to put it on 1 for this little section here. All right, you can see it's very effective. I'm just going to show you the versatility of this 80-volt without actually using it. This is a yard that I have where I have a smoker and a chain link fence and several steps. And I have brick over here, brick edging over here. And this whole thing was edged using the 80-volt trimmer. So you got to look at the variety of things it has to edge. It has to edge against this trimmer here, against the concrete over there. And it has to go against these steps. This is not easy against these steps, and you can see it's very clean. If you use the setting 2 on the edger, you can actually dig. You see, I can actually dig with the string that it actually digs around the bricks. These stones are heavily covered, so you can see I literally dug down using the edger to expose the bricks, even over here, and you can see over here. But the point of this is to show you the versatility of this 80-volt Greenworks edger. You can use it in a variety of environments: concrete stones, wood, a chain link fence, etc. It does a great job. You can also use different thickness of strings. This is 0.95, you can use 0.8. I use 0.95 because of my yard, but this is a great edger. I love the edge. It takes a little bit used to for me. This was my last purchase of the 80-volt series. All right, here are all the 80-volt Greenworks products that I own. I've had the lawnmower now here 2 years. This is a push lawnmower. I love it. It's great. Does it very well. I've used the blower now for a year. Love the blower. Works great. It's very powerful. Used the chainsaw. I've been chainsaw now for 18 months. And my last purchase was on the Greenworks 80-volt edger. And this one gets a little used to it. This is, I've had a variety of edgers. I had a much smaller edger in my yard. It's pretty huge. I have like 8 acres here. I'm all about 1.5 to 2 acres of that 8 acres. So I needed a better edger. Once I figured out how to use it, I like the product. It's a good product. I would definitely buy it again. It doesn't come with a strap, so I recommend you buy a strap. It does have, it's very weight balanced. And this is adjustable, easy to adjust. Just basically unscrew that. It has 2 power buttons, 1 and 2. And I typically run it in 1 unless I'm doing something. Right there is very simple. It has a control right here. The battery's easy to load. This is one of those push downs on the string. That's one of the things I was unsure about what I liked, but now that I know how to use it, learn how to string the thing. It's very simple. Once you watch a couple of videos and do it, I'll show you a video on that. I buy the pre-cut. You don't have to buy the pre-cut, but I like the pre-cuts. It comes in 16th inch leads. Basically, what you do is once you put the line in, you make sure it goes all the way through. Once you line it up, you'll see these arrows here. You line it perfectly, and you'll feed it through. It'll come through. Make sure you have the line extended all at the exact same length inside. Then you twist it, and it does a real good job. The other thing you want to make sure is be careful when you're cutting. I've done this more than I want to mention is if you're hitting stone, you can cut this and go deep in here. Make sure you're always constantly watching the length. When you get this thing getting down, make sure you bounce it so that it comes out, because you don't want that in, because you have to take it off and reset it. It can be done, but it's much better not to do that. Anyway, like I said, I've had the Greenworks now 6 months on the edger. I love it. And yes, I would buy it again. It's greatly weight balanced, easy to use. The most struggle, like all feeders, is how you manage the line. If you manage the line appropriately, you won't have a problem. And again, I'd buy it again. I'm very happy with all the Greenworks products. To say I got 4 different products.